whatever it is, wherever you are out there. Antagonizer here with you for a bonus stream, a rare Wednesday stream, and it is going to be a great one, I think. And I picked up this game on the Steam sale. It's $10. You have until tomorrow to get it through the Steam sale. But it is What Remains of Edith Finch. This one I chose because a good friend of mine helped develop it, which is fantastic. So we're going to give it a full playthrough. Give me one moment, just got to do some adjustments here on the back end. And yeah, we're going to go through this award-winning game. This is going to be fantastic. I'm really, really looking forward to this. So, thank you for joining me. I hope everyone's having an excellent and amazing 4th of July for those in the States. For those outside, hope you're having a great day no matter what you're doing, really. So, let's dive right on in and find out what remains of Edith Finch.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Okay, and let me just check real quick. I want to see if there's subtitles that I can turn on, just make sure everyone can see what's going on. I'm not sure if there is. I didn't see anything for it. No, it doesn't look like there are subtitles. Okay. Oh, that's beautiful. All settings are on Ultra, by the way. This is What Remains of Edith Finch.
Until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Gorgeous game. Thank you for joining me today, everyone, again. This is Antagonizer here with you on this lovely July 4th, and we're playing What Remains of Edith Finch. We're going to be doing a full playthrough of this. I hear it's between 2-3 hours, so hope you can stay with me for the whole time.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
A whole bunch of past dues. That's a lovely mailbox. I know it's the house, but that is a lovely mailbox. I do appreciate that.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
I just walk into it. There we go. Oh, all the letters fell. Oh, I love it. Lovely touch. And speak of... Oh.
My mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
And speak of the devil, everyone, one person who deserves a big portion of the credit for this game, Nightclaw, has joined us today. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for what we're about to experience. So it's a pleasure having you joining.
I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Alright, so we have 2 ways we can go. Oop, I made all the letters disappear. Oh, it is my absolute pleasure. Let's check down first. Oh, this is a stunning looking game. But my gamer senses are like tingling. It's like something's gonna jump out at me, and something's gonna attack me. But from over here, it's not. Oh.
Even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
There are froggos in the background. Wonder if they're actually in the game. I don't see any.
The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent. As if they're about to say something, but never do.
Wheelbarrow. Oh, this was just an alternate way to the house, I'm guessing. That was just the main route. This is a little side route through the woods. Oh, beautiful. And again, everyone, thank you for joining me today on the 4th of July. We have a celebrity with us today. One of the designers for the game has joined us, Nightclaw7725. So if you have any questions about what remains of Edith Finch that he can answer for you, feel free to ask in chat. We really appreciate you joining us. You're a celebrity to me. Nothing in the truck, it looks like. Yeah, my gamer sense wants me to check out literally everything to see if anything will open and.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
Beautiful. Oh. Everything about this game is just stunning to me right now. Is that a dragon? It is a dragon. And a lot of missing persons. Papers are in the water. Who's on that? I can't even tell. No, I can't get closer to the dragon. That's weird. Can't read it. Missing something. Don't know. Alright. Yeah, there's a lot of the missing posters around. One thing I did notice, and I'm going to show everyone right here, look at some of these lifetime frames for the family. And it's looking like Edith is the last one. You had 10 years here, 11 years here. So this family's had some tragedies with it. 1 year, Gregory. And poor Sven and Ingeborg and Sanjay falling off the tree. Kay's still hanging on though. But yeah, she's the last Finch left. 92 to 2003. Oof. Rough. Okay. To the garage or the front door? Garage first.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
No,
now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Yeah, it does look kind of creepy. Beautiful, but creepy. Maybe like visiting my grandparents' house. Side door to garage. Anything over here? She's growing some lovely lilacs. Fantastic. And they recycle. Bravo for them. That is one hell of a driveway to bring all the garbage down to. And they at least had an animal. Hello. Ooh. Didn't I have a key?
The doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
So let's flick the switch here.
The power had been turned off the night we left.
Okay. Everything's in remarkably good condition for nobody being at the house for a while. And of course the old tennis ball hanging in, so you know exactly where to pull into, so you don't hit anything. Going old school there, love that. Spray paints. A lot of potting mix. Huh. The Cosmic Cuisine. The Book of Mushrooms. Smoke in the Forest. Tasting Thailand. Ooh. Got some cooks living in this house. The Northwest Chef. Raw Fowl. The Witch's Kitchen. I knew it. It's a coven of witches somewhere in this house. And empty freezer with something in it. Workbench. Everything is so beautifully detailed. I just love it. It's like, I feel like I should be able to just like grab some of the stuff off the walls. It's not just like matted on there and drawn on there how you see some games do it. Like those wouldn't be individual tools. They would just be just a flat picture. Very beautiful. And the bike's on the rack. I approve of this pool in all the ways. And those years are definitely showing. Just the amount of detail, little bits of wood. It's those little things that just make it great, in my opinion. You have the I don't know what that is, but I like how it's like spilled out over the time. Excuse me, sorry about that. Still trying to break up this chest congestion I have. Of course, during the summer, it's going to last until August probably. And fishing rods, fantastic. And we already know the power's off. All right.
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
Wow, they left a lot of stuff. And a lot of all those cans. So many cans. Ooh. Well-read family. I approve. And well-drinking family, too. Orange Tabby's Infidel. I love it. We got Angel Lot? Angelotti Vineyards. There we go. And the eponymous bird. The Witch's Kitchen again. And a Viking's Belly.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
It's like all the books, all the stories in the house is a story. In loving memory, Lewis Finch, 88 to 2010. It's her brother too. Son of Dawn, great grandson of Eddie. And the Finch Family Cemetery. Indeed. There it is. Sorry about that. Had to take a drink real quick. Just get you. And wait a minute. The Nordic. I want all these cookbooks. Just so everyone knows, my birthday is coming up. I want all of these actually written out and delivered to me. Aha.
Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Aw. That's a lot of fish. Said Nick Totopoulos from from Godzilla.
Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese.
The White Rooster. Yes, it was. That is the one line that has stuck with me, though, all these years. There we go. Cough drop. That's what I should have done in the first place. And more fish. So many cans. Made of meat. Okay, so we got two ways we can go here. Looks like dining room. And the chair from the Gremlins that went out of control and threw an old woman out the window. Let's check the dining room first. Finally, somebody appreciates that reference.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Huh. So why did everyone just run off? The wine spilled and no one's been back since. And there's Eddie's chair. A pie for Piper. That would have been a little kid's... maybe a little kid's meal. You think possibly, maggots or something might be there.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Okay, Edie, not Eddie. I should have probably realized that. Oh, gorgeous. And there's a little porch out there, too. Cool. And check the cabinets just to make sure.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
Oh, this house is beautiful. So very beautiful. I'm guessing this might have been Grandma's chair area, where she did her yarn work. I like how there's no TV cabinet. All the books are serving as the TV cabinet. But I do love this table, which again is held up by books. Cool. Cool. Nice flat screen TV.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Ah! And the first castle, it sank into the swamp. And then I built a second castle, and that one also sank. But the third castle, that stuck. I like how all the words went up the flume. That was beautiful. Yeah, they do have a book hoarding problem. Oh, that's adorable. That's adorable. More books behind the couch. Ooh, hello. Oh, it's a little picture drawn on a saw. That's cute. I love that. Let's take a look at some of these pictures. Some swimming, and books. I hate summer sicknesses. Basement. I never get why houses do this. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So these are actually the devs. Most of the pictures, not all of them, but these are actual ones they have in their own houses. Public market, yeah. That is a really cool fact. Awesome. Thank you, Nightclaw. That's awesome. It adds that family touch to the game. I totally adore it. But this, I will never get why people do this. Why? It's horrifying. Oh, you designed the bugs. Okay, they're still horrifying, but you did a great job. That is a beautiful job. I don't like being that close to them, so I'm gonna back away. They're creepy. But I guess that's what you were going for. Oh, hello. Barbara.
Great Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
I like how we put Sasquatch behind it. Oh, that's cool. You see, everyone, you're getting all these awesome facts. Right from, well, he's not a horse, but right from his mouth. So yeah, the CD, the game's grandmother, had a bug collection, and it was super near and dear to him. That's awesome. And we got more bugs here. More bugs and beetles. These scarab beetles? Are these like the ones that killed people from the Mummy? Never liked those scenes. Yeah. Again, everyone, thank you for joining me on this 4th of July. We're playing What Remains of Edith Finch with one of the developers on with us, Nightclaw. So if you have any questions about the game, or about the design, or just how lovely it actually is, feel free to ask, and if he's able to answer, he shall. Hercules and rhino beetles. Okay, I saw a little marker over here.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
What happened? Missing.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Aha. So that's who it was. Milton Finch. Where was he? Ah, there he was. Let's see. 10, 9, 8. 12 years old? 12 years old. Oh, must have been, can't, date missing, October 2003. Last seen. Somewhere in Washington, can't really make it out. Age 11, yeah. So they never found him. And there's the front door that I never used, so. And hello, giant sealed door. With caulk and a lock. Ah, Orca's Island. That's what I couldn't make it out exactly. Yeah, now it makes sense. I think because I'm reading sideways, I'm like trying to tilt my head at the same time, trying to read it. And this box is just all up in my way. Okay, so they were packing on moving, but they got... While, yes, this looks cool, the way the books are designed, kind of like exploding out from the doorway, I feel evil should be like, right, this would be like, yes, you can't get in here until you defeat the demon. But yeah, they definitely have a book disorder with this family. Holy crow. Or sparrow, as it were. Okay. Can I eat anything with... Ooh, people.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
And they have a library. Inside a house that is pretty much a library. And it's true, there are surprise demons. Ooh. Surprise demons. Internal demons, maybe. Ooh, I guess we're gonna find out. And, Milton's got no mail. Lewis, no. Can I check my mail? Of course not. Okay, so we left in November 2010. And can't make out who Dawn got that from. The Spirit Among Us, The Norse Myths, Swedish Folk Tales. I know somebody who would love all those books. Alright. Ooh, hello, chair. Do I get to ride it? Wait a minute. There was basement over here, wasn't there? There was.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Ooh. I'll be with you soon, basement. Okay. Another sparrow right there. And can I, come on. Let me. Do it. Oh, boo. 0 out of 10, game. 0 out of 10. I better be able to ride you later, my friend. Uninstall. Refund.
Mom sealed up all the bedrooms.
Seal all.
Then
all the
Edie
bedrooms?
retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Why would she seal all the bedrooms? Wow. Okay, we got more bugs. That has to be someone's kid, the developer's kid. That's cool. That's a cute little picture. Alright. So let's check down this wing right now. Hello. Hello. Nautical room. Alright, we'll be with you in a second, nautical room. Ah! Lion. Oh, it's a mask. Okay. I thought, I don't know what I thought, and I'm seeing the little dust go past my screen too. That is a great touch. Just you can see the little specks of dust in the light. Ah, great, awesome. And Molly's room. 10 years old Molly.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
Very nice looking room here. Looks like got a plant theme, or it just burst through the house. Wonder if I'll be able to get into these rooms later. They look interesting. Library of Babel, Time of the Gods, A Curse of the Wise Woman, Swan's Way, Infinite Jest, The Jabberwocky. It's not a movie too. The King in Yellow. Sorry, I like reading all these little detailed books. It's just a quirk of mine. I do it in all the games I play. I just read book titles that are in things. I just find it so fascinating because somebody took the time to put titles on, from what we've seen, over 1,000 books. And I know there's a lot of duplicates, but somebody took the time to do that, and it deserves notice. Gosh darn it. So we'll wait on that just for now. Check out the other sealed rooms. More cool pictures from the devs' families. Awesome. Third room. Sven and Eddie. And there's Sven. And Eddie's down there too. Well, Eddie lived, or Edie, sorry, Edie. I'm guessing Sven is her husband. 1915, yeah, to 1964. That makes sense.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Oh, she was a painter. Yep, you can see the easel in the back there. Looks like a picture was already being worked on, too. And a ton more books! And I think she has a harpoon on her wall, but I can't be sure. Sven must have been a sailor man. I like how he's Construction Bird and Dapper Hatbird. I like it. And more pics from the devs family. And we got Calvin and Sam's room, Space room, and America room. I like it. Airplanes, military room. Again, thank you everyone for joining us today. We're playing What Remains of Edith Finch. We're going to be doing a complete playthrough here on the 4th of July. And we do have one of the developers with the game, Nightclaw, with us today. So if you have any questions that he might be able to answer about the game, or stylistic choices they made, and if he's able to answer, he definitely will. And we thank for him joining us. And of course, thank you to all of you.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Hey, Z-Chick, how are you? Looks like, yeah, so they just made a literal division right down the center of the room with a rope. Oh, he's got a command center in there. That's cool. That's cool. So far, so good. This is a gorgeous game. I'm only about a half an hour in, and I'm loving it so far. All the pictures. And we got Gregory.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
No, Edith, that's just your strange house. I don't know if I like the fuzzy floor. Don't know if I like that. Hmm. I do know one thing he did. He designed the bugs. Yep, here they are again. Again, great attention to detail. And my friend Bigfoot.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
So Barbara Finch was, yeah, down here. Yes, child actor. From way back. Starring Bill Bunton as Bigfoot. That's, oh, yeah, my friend Bigfoot. I would totally watch this. There we got her on set of My Friend Bigfoot. That's cool. That's really cool. There's Barbara's room, the Hollywood room, of course. Ooh. Okay. We'll explore that later. The weird. Yeah, we got some good wine going on again, some orange tabby, and the Angelotti. Oh, don't bring Harry and the Hendersons into this. And it's odd that you bring up John Lithgow, because I've actually started watching Third Rock from the Sun, right from the beginning. All the way from the beginning again. Hello, mutton
Edie's
chops.
father, Odin, built the original house.
Okay, so that's Edie's father, with some impressive Wolverine facial hair. I like it. I dig it. It is a great show. I've watched pretty much everything I can that was on Amazon. I'm just running out of things. I was like, you know what? Let me start that, and then I think I'm gonna move on to MASH. It's over on Hulu. The whole series of MASH is on there too. And Barbara's room, Hollywood room.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
Oh, back then, 1960 was still a big time for child stars. Look, well, she died. I mean, that's kind of that'll put a crimp in anyone's career. I see that she has a prop, a cutout of Bigfoot and herself. Very bright room. I don't know where that light's coming from though. That right there. I suppose we'll find out. Alright, so before we go investigating upstairs, time to go into the nautical room. And I'm seeing chair marks or drag marks or
I
something.
spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room.
Oh, interesting.
I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
I love everything about this room. I love the door. I love the train car? It's supposed to be like underwater? I love it. Oh, that's alright. And I saw that book there. This I love right there. That is gorgeous. I want to paint my room this way. And I want to make a little underwater house. Oh, the Finches! He made his own house. That's cool. That is cool. Anything on the ceiling? No, just blue. And we got a trolley.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
And we have a lock on 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. which my key works for. Huh.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now
Ooh.
it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Wait. Do I go... Do I go into the secret room, or do I go into the attic? Can I go to the attic? I don't even know. Might be locked. Let's see. Before we go, people under the stairs, crawling through the walls. Let's see if I can get in through here.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Man, Mom was busy that night. It's like, I gotta seal all the doors and lock everything down. You know, in case my daughter comes back. And all these books. More books of mushrooms. I love it. This is Miss Bell's Bakery. Fanny Farmer Jr. Cookbook. The Sublime Supper. Dreamer's Tale. The Curse and the Wise Woman. And the Big Book of Homeschooling. And Slaughterhouse 5. Perfect. Very eclectic selection of works for this family. Alright, time to check out what Mom was hiding. 249. I don't know if that means anything, but I should remember that. In we go.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Sorry, I had to take a drink real quick. We draw a cat. Nice. And I don't know who that's supposed to be. Maybe me. So he used to come in here, and he signed his cat. I love it. And don't know if he drew that on there, but it's cute. Beautiful stained glass.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan.
Yeah, Edith, if I'm in control of you, you do not have a plan. Baron Rabbit, having tea at last. Settling their differences. The bloodshed must end. Okay. We got a jump rope.
But I had no idea what was behind that door.
Me neither. Let's see. Aha!
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Oh, saving. I don't know if that's good or not. Looks like a whistle. Okay, she was into owls. I dig it. Ah, this is the room. Yeah, Molly's room.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole.
And her gerbils escaped. Alright,
Being
before I open
inside
that.
for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Behind a painting. I thought it was a hint. Let's see what she was reading. Monsters of the Deep, Beasts of Nature. Magical realist fiction. The Magic Mountain. And Birds of the Pacific Northwest. And Bedbug! Love it. So, we got plants breaking into the... I don't know if that's breaking into the wall or it was, like, designed that way. Could be roots coming through, I guess. Looked more like she was hanging them from the ceiling. That's more artwork. Ant farm. With some probably fairly long dead ants. And oh my god, she has a jellyfish stuffed animal. I've claimed this room. Hear me, ghosts. It's mine. Or at least that jellyfish is mine. Alright, the game is back to being a 10 out of 10, thanks to the jellyfish. And she has a little horse unicorn. riding pool. And she was dissecting and studying a starfish. Huh. And she has a cow head. Or a deer head. One of the two. Because apparently I know animals. And Volpes Volpes, December 1947. Of course we know she's dead, so everything was sealed up right after she's died. Yep, it's redeemed. The jellyfish has redeemed the electric chair that I couldn't use. I want that patched in, Nightclaw. I want it patched in, then I can use it. So I can be the lazy one. Excuse me. Sorry about that. She had a scorpion in a jar as well, and a little frog. And a Christmas tree thing. Christmas root.
I got the sense
Oh.
Edie had spent a lot of time here before my mom sealed the doors.
Yeah, because there would be another picture. So Edie would have drawn that for her. Because she liked doing that. Before I go through her journal, let's check out the drawer.
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
I love it. She made a drawer of a house for her gerbil. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, go Orcas Island Cavs. Woo! They're gonna reach the big game this year. And let's see, we got here a caterpillar. Cute. Some tea lights. She has a little altar. Oh, I'm guessing Edie made it. Edie would have made the altar after she died. Yeah. And one long dead fish, too. Alright, journal time. No, come on. There we go.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Oh, eye control. Okay. Don't tell me you ate the gerbil. Ah, the gerbil food.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
She ate a carrot. And I'm guessing
My
candy.
Halloween candy was all gone.
Aww.
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
Okay. So I'm hungry. I go back to bed? No. Aha! Bathroom. Am I gonna eat berries? And toothpaste. I ate.
a lot of things that night.
Those are probably plastic, Molly. No.
I kept eating and eating.
Oh, little girl. Okay, what else?
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
Birdo.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her.
And she flew away.
And suddenly,
Uh-oh. What?
I was
What?
a cat.
What? Why am I a cat? Oh, my cat. Why is she an animorph? Why? Why is she Dr. Jonathan Chase? Why is she Manimal? Okay, whoa, hello.
I
I
tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
don't know how to get... Yep. There we go. Aha! And I think I have a bell on, too. And I made a little meow sound. Adorable. Haha! Where'd the bird go? There's the house again. There's the house. Christmas time. Back when they didn't have so many books. Okay. Yeah, bird, I'm coming. Yep, I have a little bell on. Cute. And pounce!
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
They're doing something. Not moving. That's what they're doing. They're acting creepy. Where'd you go, bird? Aha! I'm coming to get ya. I love that I have a bell. That's, again, as I keep on saying, it's all the little things with this game that are just stunning. I mean, it's beautiful, and it's a cat's eye view of the world. And it looks like this was before the house was built up, too. And there you are. Ah! You know what, Molly? I don't think you're giving this your all. You got claws. Ha! I think this bird is just punking me right now.
I
Ha!
jumped and I almost got her.
A little growl from the cat. I love it. Ooh. Where am I? There's a little treehouse. With lights and everything.
I
Ha!
could tell she was getting really tired.
Little pigs. And the face-off, the epic battle, chicken versus pig. And chicken versus caterpillar. Alright. I'm a cat on these. And some Fallout 4 nukes. Perfect. Come here, bird. Molly,
Now I was up in the big tree.
this is how you died, Molly.
Mom said I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
Molly. Oop.
I gobbled her up,
Oh no.
and suddenly I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Oh, I'm a bird. Okay.
Rabbits. I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger. A mama rabbit. She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating.
Heartbeat's getting faster.
And suddenly, I was a shark.
Oh no! Ow! I'm stuck. Must water. The dreaded land shark.
I rolled off
Ow!
the cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat, juicy seals. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
This girl's got some issues. Where did he go? Where'd you go, buddy? I'm not done eating. Ah. Ah! Missed.
I grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
What am I now? Am I an octopus? And yeah, I could see hitting a truck or getting hit by a truck there. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I'm octopusing.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
She has one heck of an imagination. It's adorable. No. Come on. Where's these people I'm gonna eat? Aha!
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
I also move very clunkily. Come on, get my arm up here. There we go. Haha! Well, apparently my bloodlust is not sated yet. Okay.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Early in the morning. Eat him! Molly, eat! Feast! There we go. I don't want to hit for musical copyright. They have birds in the accomplice here. Oh, I'm stuck. Okay. In the door. Yeah.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
Is this a metaphor for she died of consumption?
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
And up the pipe. I'm guessing you're gonna go eat your parents or something.
I got closer and closer.
Oh, it's my room. Oh, okay.
All my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to be, and we both know I will be delicious.
If I was Edith, I'd be like, the fuck, yo? Oh, man.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Alright. And that's the window she flew out of. No longer chained. This time.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Like a stand that put in like a lake or something. Like one of those dive decks, I think. Oh, oh, no. Oh, there we go.
I spent a lot of time in Great Grandma Edie's room.
What's it say? Shrine sketches. Oh, like the one we saw in Molly's room. Yeah.
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
I like how she does it on wood. And there he is. At a rave? Maybe? I don't know. Kinda looks like it. So, oh. Sam. Oh, they go all the way to the top too. And there I am. It's 2004. And there's a duck.
Her room was like a museum.
Alright, before I start going through her diary, let's see what else there is in here. Go 1937, Sven Finch.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
Edie won't go. 70-year-old woman refuses to evacuate because of a little forest fire. Oh, hello. Conspiracy Now. Weird America, the Finches, home movies, random junk. Oh, there's my friend Bigfoot again. This lake trip.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
Mole Man. Win a family down with the Druid World. Excellent.
Edith gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
I like how they did actual, like, a mole nose. How they look very weird and disgusting. That's a nice touch. It's a very nice touch. And she's got some fine hats.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
That's the slide that we saw outside. Looks really happy about it.
even in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
And this was the very fuzzy bathroom that we saw. I have no reflection. I am a vampire. That's the
only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
It was a pretty big trace.
Someone's been drinking while in the toilet. And of course she's got the chair in there because she couldn't get up and out easily. Yep. You could just pick up the book, Edith. You didn't have to climb on the toilet. There's a secret in this bathroom by Sven Edie.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Aha! Oh, that's clever. Although, you know, I hope this isn't like a 9mm film room that Sven has.
The camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Or 8mm. I can't. 9mm? 8mm? Can't remember the millimeter name. But yeah, I hope it's not a snuff film that Sam's been making. I really would not like to see this. Nice selfie. Calvin Finch. I think this is going to lead me into another room, and I haven't finished exploring there. Yeah, I think that's going to lead me to another room. I need to go check out the... Am I allowed to? Yes, okay. It's the ever-popular original selfie, the bathroom mirror selfie. Actually holding a actual camera that developed film. Where was your diary? Oh, that wasn't a diary. That was a, Oh! I had one of these.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
Oh, he took the whole house with him.
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Poseidon must have been pissed.
Odin's daughter Edith, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery.
Oh, you got a very, I don't know his name of the tech guys on the team. Very nice fact.
His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Thank you, Nightclaw, for that fact. And we've reached the end here. Yeah, and there's Ingeborg, there's Sven, and there's Odin down there. Hey, Crafter, how are you doing today? I don't know how to get out of this now. Oh, just walk away. Okay.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
And again, thank you everyone for joining today. We are playing What Remains of Edith Finch, the complete playthrough. And thank you for joining on this 4th of July. And we have a special guest with us today. Nightclaw, who was one of the developers for the game, has joined us and is in chat. So if you have any questions about the game, or pretty much anything about what you see, the artistic designs that it decided to take, if he's able to answer, he'll give you an answer. So thank you again, Nightclaw, for joining us and providing us this beautiful game that we're playing today. Back in the little hole here. And again, also thank you to everyone else who's joined today. And if you have not followed the channel yet, give us a follow. That way you get notified whenever we do play. Today's a bonus stream for all of us in the States on 4th of July that don't have work and or school or anything like that. Just thought it'd be a nice little thing to do, spotlight, because it looks absolutely awesome. I love this game so far. Someone's been drinking. Something exhausting. There we go. New save. And finally, we are in the space room, and I couldn't be happier. This is the one I really wanted to enter. The space rooms are cool. There's that plug. And we also got a few facts. For those of you that were not here to see Nightclaw answer for us, a lot of the pictures that you do see on the wall are actually pictures from the developers' families, their own private lives. Most of them, not all of them. So that's a cool little personalized touch to the game that you might not have known. And if you're just joining, you also missed me being a shark and a terrifying octopus monster. You'd have to be there to actually see it to understand. All right, let's continue. And, oh, he was in the military. Well, yeah, I understand, like the Odin Finch National Park, things like that. Yeah, that's understandable. I was a little bit of a Cthulhu monster for a little while. The imagination of a little girl. I'm gonna get a command center, but how was he supposed to get over there?
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
To the command deck. Yeah, I did a playthrough of Cthulhu Saves the World. Got pretty much almost through the end in the 6 days I was playing. So I have much experience being the dreaded insanity monster.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
I'm guessing he just has space books. Mr. Martian. Well, that's polite. The Devil's Flame. Dun, dun, dun. And here's his altar. Calvin was 11 years old.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Come on.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At
We
Barbara's
get some
funeral,
height here.
we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, He finally made up his mind to do it.
Oh no.
I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Oh no.
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up, then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it.
Excuse me.
I think he'd already made up his mind.
So that's another good fun fact from Nightclaw. The signatures on the cast are the dev team. It moves too much to actually read them, but that is another one of those little Easter eggs that you wouldn't normally find out. That's really cool. Just shows the love that they put into the game. Come on.
That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Oh man, don't make me party to child murder here. Or suicide or whatever it is. Oh boy, oh boy.
The day he made up his mind to fly.
Oh my, oh, I'm actually flying. No, I think he died that way.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Yeah, so do I actually. Huh. Rest in peace, Calvin. Okay. So that plug was not to what I thought it was. I thought this was the plug to the,
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
I thought that was the plug to the, actress kid's room. Huh.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and
Well, I guess
never set foot in the room again.
No, that would be. And they continued even on just one side. Huh. Aha, what we got here? Caterpillar books. More secrets, huh? Ooh. This house is full of wonderful surprises. And there's a disappointed pumpkin looking at me. Okay. Forward.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Oh, looks like I think I know where we're going now. This will be the... Nope, there's an exit if I wanted to take that, right? Yeah, but I don't want to exit just yet. Could use a little wine, though. Little glass of orange tabby. Yep. Barbara's room. Eek! Milton. So that's where the light was coming from, at least.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Aw, Bigfoot gave her a flower. Cute. That's horrifying to sleep next to. She even had a little toy made of her. I'm guessing those were like Emmys or something that she won. Swan Lake. Replace a Hollywood sign with her own name. Not vain at all. it looks like she became a waitress. Yeah, it's like Penelope's Diner. Barb
I
Street,
never
yeah.
thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
So she must have been like a one and done kind of a Hollywood star. She had her big time making My Friend Bigfoot. Won a couple awards. Was hot for a couple years. Yeah. And did what a lot of Hollywood people do. End up just settling down into the normal world again. Wait on that one. Let's see what's over here first. Is that a happy birthday pizza? Or big cookie? I don't even know. Might be a big cookie. Shade a little bit of it there. Spilled drink. Sorry, folks. I love taking in the game, so just bear with me while I do a little explorations through here. Yeah, that looks like it's molded and just hardened into I don't even want to know. And that's remarkably preserved, I gotta say. Roller skates. Right. Dreadful stories. Guest starring Barbara Finch.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jackie. Oh,
Old Jack here
perfect.
with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up, a has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed.
Just to remind everyone, I love this so much.
Her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box.
Oh, my turn.
And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
damn it. And also, good fun fact, as Nightclaw pointed out there, the voice actor of Rick was the creative director, Ian Dallas.
Fridge rattled and grew still.
It's giving me no choice, I have to walk to it.
Oh dear! Rick?
Oh dear.
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
No, Walter might be dead. Oh, back in control again. Take that stupid uncomfortable egg chair. Sure.
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
Aha!
And whoever he was, he couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
This is a really cool framing device. Aha, secret door.
That night, she played her part beautifully. Alley's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned.
Aha! Take that, you jerk. Oh my god, I just killed a man.
Wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Barbara, you've been crying for the last 7 years. What happened? I killed my boyfriend when he dressed up like a Hookman killer. And he's gone.
The man had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Aww.
Someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was
That's a lot of whispering.
from inside the house.
Oh dear.
Oh, crumbs.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but
I like how the Mars attack aliens there.
Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard. But that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box was all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Ooh.
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Wah, wah. Thanks, Crypt Keeper. That was fantastic. I want to own that comic.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Oh man, that is classic Tales from the Crypt right there, Nightclaw. Spot on, 100% perfect, nailed. Oh. I also want to see this Bigfoot movie. I really do. So there has to be a way to continue through this room. Oh, yeah, we would go back out and... Yeah, back through here, out through the wine cabinet.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Because that's where her ear was. Dun dun dun. And that's still locked up there. Thank you for joining today, everyone, on this 4th of July. We are playing What Remains of Edith Finch all the way through, from beginning to end. And we have a special guest with us today. Nightclaw was one of the developers on the game, and he is in the chat. And if you have any questions about the game that he can answer,
I played with the music box,
he will do it for you.
Found the basement key.
Yeah, down to the mail music box there now. And remember, if you like what you see today, today is a bonus stream. We'll be continuing on with our normal Borderlands pre-sequel that we're going to be doing tomorrow. But yeah, just wanted to give a really good bonus stream today for everyone to enjoy. But give you enough time so you can go be with your family and enjoy the fireworks and stuff tonight. So, and thank you again, Nightclaw, for joining us and answering any questions that anyone has. So feel free to use the chat, everyone. Nightclaw is here and will answer what he can. And let's grab the key. Spinning. Got it. And also, if you like what you see here today, definitely give the channel a follow. That way you get notified when I do go live. I normally stream Thursday through Tuesday, with Wednesday normally being my day off. So, yeah. Thank you for joining me today. Hope everyone's having a great 4th of July, or, just day in general. Into the basement we go. And we are about an hour and a half, literally an hour and a half into the game so far. Having a great time solving the mysteries of a very, very troubled family. Oh, I missed out on lunch. They had a pool table down here and never let me play it. Thanks, Mom. Someone was a really bad shot. Oh, this is where my dad cut his hand. And the hook murderer lives. And that's what Edie used to make all of her portraits.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Good call. Good call. Those are very painful. And there's the dragon that's outside. Absolutely agree, Adam Bomb. Absolutely agree. 10 out of 10. This game is absolutely fantastic.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
They have a big basement. Oh yeah, actually, fun fact of my own. Read the film walls. Okay. Yep. On it. Snug, tight home installation. Snugular? Snugular. Oh, Snugular. Cost effective, moisture repellent, energy saving, super sexy, X FPS, and can't read the last word. It's blocked. Here we go. X FPS infusion? Aluminum can for durability. Snugular. Ugh. I do love it. But yeah, fun fact though, my grandparents' house had the same way, where it was a full like furnished basement, like all tools and everything, but they had this like little tiny crawl space, and my grandpa always said that's where the cannibals lived. So never go in there into the crawl space. I think it was just because it was probably asbestos. That's probably why they didn't want us in there.
Hiding presents.
Kind of funny that he was saying cannibals though. Well, you did a good job. Refrigerator.
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
I don't know. I don't know if I like where this is heading. Okay. This is really dark. Oh, wait. Why did Grandma have a secret tunnel down to where the mole people lived? Maybe it wasn't.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone.
Is Walter living in a hole in the basement?
She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Underground, apparently. Oh! Hello. Albinos. I like it. I am the Underminer. We got condensed pea soup. Fantastic. And gotta have some Sweetie Crisps.
If there's a pattern in all these stories.
See, now, Nightclaw, now that you said it, I gotta read all these labels just to see what you people have done. Red Farm tomato ketchup. Jiggly Farms. It's Jiggletastic. And Sweet Odie Farms. Peanut butter creamy. Creamy peanut butter. You disgust me. We got Tasty Beans by Benny Blues. With real bacon. Bacon and beans. Okay, yeah. I thought it was coffee for a second. I'm like, why is there bacon in the coffee? That just seems weird. Happy morning, sweetie Chris. I have some sugar bear stuck in my head.
I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
He made a little vault for himself. I'll check that in a second. Well, if I find a severed head behind here, I'm going to be very upset. Huh. It's an illusion of outside. Guess Walter took it pretty damn hard. 2005. Yeah, he's sad in his eyes too. Alright, Walter. Let's see what you left.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow.
Let's see, peaches. Yep.
But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
So we're in 1976 right now.
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
I'm digging the funky music though.
And then one day, everything just...
And 2005, this is the
Stop.
year he died.
Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
That's a lot of peaches. 76 to...
It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting.
So he ate peaches every day for 30 years.
Well, I still can.
Huh. I don't even like having like a sandwich 2 days in a row, and he ate peaches for 30 days in a row. Man, this house goes down forever. I'm almost surprised that that song was not used, Nightclaw. I am actually pretty surprised. It seems like a something that your team would have done. Some more Tomicos down here. And Jiggly Farms.
I know it's out there, somewhere.
Alright, who wants some pork chunkies? Uncle Sam's pork chunkies, grade A. On a cereal. And those labels are backwards, can't even make out what they are. Sorry,
Whoever
I'll keep
killed
moving.
Barbara and Molly and Calvin.
Yeah, before I go breaking Things out. My trash hole. Yep. Yep. I still got plenty of pea soup though, so that's a
Maybe
plus.
this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me.
Which it did. He only lived to
Whatever's
2005.
out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left.
Yeah.
Or a month. Or a single week.
Okay, I'm gonna pause right here. Wouldn't it be just super ironic if after all this, like, I'm gonna go live my life, like the freaking Cloverfield monster just like stepped on him as soon as he stepped out of this cave, out of this tunnel?
I'd be happy with one new day.
He just looks up, just a big foot coming down.
Face.
Oh, did he just get hit by a train?
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
So, correct me if I'm wrong.
I'm sure my mom
Did he
was trying to protect me.
did he just voluntarily kill himself by train? Like, after 30 years down here? Or is that just like a scene transition? Because he likes trains. I might have missed that. Come on, hop in. There we go. And of course, more books.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
What, living as a mole person? But he does have albinos, and that's
But
fantastic.
if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
Yeah, that's... Everyone, that is great advice from Nightclaw right there. Don't stand on the train tracks looking at the sky. That's probably not the best thing to do.
I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
Sage advice. And there's his, like, 12-year-old garbage pit.
Trying to bury something that's still alive.
And this is how Edith Finch died. The same way.
Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else.
You found out quite a
But
bit,
now I'm
Edith.
worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse.
Yep,
We
there's
made
his
it
altar.
real.
He didn't get a wooden picture made out of him, though. Got a little man up there, though. And a Fallout train, apparently. Huh. And I'm guessing there was an earthquake? And maybe like a dam broke or something, and all this water came pouring out. Filling this area. Maybe. I don't know. It just seems weird the tracks themselves broke down. Possibly.
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
But I will.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Oh, she's getting morbid now. Motionless.
But I thought you should know about your family.
Wait a minute, who is she? Is she like writing to like Milton or something? The one who disappeared?
And the history you're a part of.
Or is she pregnant?
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Gameplay's getting pretty sad and kind of somber right now.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
Yeah, I want to know what's in the tippy top up there. That's what I want to know. Alright. Hopefully we don't have to climb in through the back door again. Or the, doggy door again. It's getting dark. I can't find my way in. Ah, this is where you want me to go, I think.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
The cursed family, apparently. And down to the cemetery we go.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Okay, hold on. I have to acknowledge something on this right now. Zerpy, Lurpy, Furpy, Chirpy, Burpy, Derpy, Derpy Jr. Those are awesome names, and I approve of every last one of them. You got Zoe, Coco, Tucker, Charlie, Daisy, and Lucy the dog. And again, those names. Zerpy, Lurpy, Furpy, Chirpy, Burpy, Derpy, Derpy Jr. I will not say that 10 times fast for you. Christopher, Shadow. They had a lot of pets. You gotta bury your own, Atom Bomb. You gotta bury your own. Because remember, sometimes dead is better.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Alright, sorry about that, guys. I'll just get my next bottle of water open here. There's Molly's with the cat. Calvin with the rocket. Sven with the saw. Edie, who apparently liked to knit. Yep, I see it right in there. And maybe to bite? I don't know. Walter, who liked to make peoples? And Barbara the Star.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
This is a nice monument. I like it. You have them and their family trying to start a new life. The house on its way.
She could
What's
see
going
it
down?
poking out of the water at low tide.
That right there. Apparently I get to look at it.
Edie said she dreamed
There
about
it
the old
is.
house every night.
So, a wooden house has been there the entire time? Huh, that's some... They made that house out of some damn good wood.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
You got Sam over here.
Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Gregory died only 1 year old. Oh yeah, I know. I know that. Nightclaw. I just temporarily forgot because it's been a long day, and that's my excuse, and I'm gonna stick to it. We have Milton.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
We have Sanjay. He lived a good long life. Lewis, kind of, as well. Ooh, what's that? Like a Genghis Khan hat.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
Edith, no offense, your mom was weird. I mean, she probably should have told you all these things years ago. Rather than thinking your entire family's a bunch of psychopaths with sealed doors.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Aha! Ah, I was right. She was preggers. And this is a very poor decision. "22 weeks pregnant, and you're deciding to do some cat burglaring." It's a storeroom with a boat in it. Again, more just little details. Nice, I like it.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
Yeah, tell me about it. She's got, climbing all these ladders and then walking across a tree branch, then jumping to a roof and some more ladder work. Bravo, bravo to her. A little fire pit up here.
They were both pretty intense.
Whoa. Yeah, he was intense, alright. We'll wait on the letter. He's got his wooden submarines.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
I think she does insanity. And proper gun safety. I approve.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
My, what a lovely room of death. He even killed a cat. Monster. Airline tickets. Sparrow Airlines. Study fun facts about Baltimore while you fly. So he was on his way to, or sending them K-Finch? Okay. Daughter? Ex-wife? Wait a minute. Let's go back here. Let's see. Yeah, there's Kay, and there's Sam. So I'm guessing Kay was his wife? Wife or ex-wife? I'll guess at that point. Let's see what we can find out. Ah, wedding ring. Guess an ex. Or daughter. Well, antagonizer, instead of just talking about it, let's find out. Oh, no. Open. There's a selfie for you.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
Very blurry.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
What?
Hello.
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? Please just take the damn picture.
Hey, language.
Did Captain just say language?
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
Ooh, there we go. That's a nice one.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
What else can I get a good picture of? I'm not sure what it wants me to take a picture of, so I'm gonna shoot these birds again. Aha! Probably you.
Aw.
And then bird friends. Excuse me. What else can I take a picture of? Anything cool over here? Not sure what it's wanting me to take of now. Logs?
Definitely shouldn't have drunk all that coffee.
Hold still while I take a picture of you.
I definitely won't be moving.
Are you done?
Hey!
That's a keeper.
And I interrupted her.
Nothing quite like being outside. I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. Dawn, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph?
Nope.
We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time. Give me a minute to check the map.
Okay, take your time, Dad. Uh-huh. Bird.
Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn.
Oh. Majestic.
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
I already took the shot, Dad. I think he's gone now. Oh, never mind. The shot. Like, literally, the gun.
Just breathe. Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need it.
Oh.
Great shot, Dawn!
No! No! That's not great.
I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
Yeah, that's... where am I?
Sorry, Don. Just gotta reset the timer.
Run! Run to your crying daughter.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
so...
normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Ah! And that's how Sam died. In poetic justice.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
You know what? Yeah, exactly, Adam. Exactly. Sam, I thought you were cool, but you got killed by a deer. And you deserve it. Kill or be killed, Sam, and you lost. Okay. Uh-huh. He has a tiny door. Oh no, at least a John Malkovich's head. Oh yes, I have. It is delicious, but you know, when an animal that you're trying to kill ends up killing you, like, you know, if you're going out bear hunting or whatever, and you end up getting mauled by said bear, you know, I have no, you know, there's nothing. Yeah, it's a bear. It's doing what bears do. If you get killed by a deer that you were trying to kill, that's dripping with irony. Oh, it's so delicious. Even sweeter than the venison. Didn't they say some deer somewhere were like developing into like meat eaters? That was like the weirdest thing I heard. Like a bunch of deer ate
After Sam
a
died,
hunter.
my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Yeah, that would make sense. Alright, so we got some more toys here again. Finch control. Oh, and he had a perfect spot here too. Look at that moon. That's probably why he set himself up here. Ah, it's Gregory's room. Gregory's the one who died at 1 year old, I believe. I don't suppose he's going to have a journal. It's got some school lockers, apparently.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
A poem for Gus.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Oh, that's cool. That was cool.
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
Can I take those two? Nope.
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom were the words that I remember.
Hmm. Crashing into the wedding. Where's the rest of this tale? Okay. Whoa, hello. They're on the totem pole.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Hey, not cool, Gus.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Oh, am I gonna get Ben Franklin? Words be. As I dive bomb the tent. Ah, there they are. I'm guessing Gus died in a storm?
Rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
They're there. Yeah. I think there was some big storm that came
Thunder
through
sounded
here.
much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
Play that funkin' music, white boy. Uh-oh. So, did everyone die?
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day.
The
Out
big
there on the beach
jellyfish.
alone. Just you, the wind, the sea, and foam.
Ah.
But I didn't. Until we found you.
Well, that's a morbid poem. So yeah, I'm guessing Gus never came in
She
when
never
that storm
told me
hit.
about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
But he did have a rockin' mohawk. And you gotta appreciate that. A bunch of sympathy birds. Raise flag, breakfast, quiet time, duties, routine. Huh. Kid has a better routine than I do. Alright, Gus. You like kites. And he has inspirational posters. Stuck on a pole. Alright, Gregory. Let's see what a one-year-old will be able to tell me. You look so happy. Tinker Troy. And yep, it was Kay. Divorce.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
I get to play as a baby now. Back away, duck. I got a
think he sees
frog.
things the rest of us don't.
I get to be a frog now. No, stay away from me, child.
Bath time's over, Gregory. It's time to.
Don't do it.
Sweetie.
Don't answer the phone. Don't leave a baby alone in the bathtub.
Hello?
What have you done?
Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
Ah, come on.
What his world was like.
2.
He reminded me so much of Calvin.
Gregory.
I know you did everything you could.
No, she didn't.
If I hadn't called that night.
Damn it.
She's gonna choke on one of his toys. No!
Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
Ah, a soul frog. Ah, missed.
I wish he could have told us
Oh.
about the world he saw.
Nightclaw, this game's hit me in the feels. This frog killed me. Mother, know that the
There's so
frog.
much I don't understand.
He did it.
About Gregory.
Uh,
About everything.
I'm a green baby. Pull it. Surface.
I'm sure he's happy.
Oh.
And he'd want you to be happy too.
Oh.
Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Oh, man. Oh, and you have the bubbles there with that. This. Oh, man. Oh. That one hurt. Z-Chick, I absolutely agree with you. That one. That was rough. That was rough. Whew. Although I did like playing as a frog. As a wind-up frog. I gotta admit that. And again, everyone, thank you for joining us. We are 2 hours and 15 minutes in to What Remains of Edith Finch. And we're doing it as a bonus stream for the 4th of July. And we have a special guest of Nightclaw. He's one of the developers from the game in chat with us today. So if you have any questions that he might be able to answer for you, feel free to chat it up as we continue our playthrough. And thank you again for Nightclaw for joining us, and also again for providing this fantastic game. Can we go up the pole? No. There's gotta be like a staircase in here, isn't there? Somewhere? Something I can go up. Aha! Got a rock wall. Ah. And I need something lighthearted after
Lila
that.
left the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Again, remember, Edith Finch here, 22 weeks pregnant, and she just climbed a rock wall. Yep. Got a Bible in here.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
And I have that exact same incense burner too. Nice. Alright, so that's the way out to the next portion. It looks like we're climbing up the house. Dawn and Sanjay.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
So he would be the Kumar side of the family, I'm guessing. Republic of India, yep. Helping hands create soft places. Alright, now I gotta see if Nightclaw and his team put anything in any of these post-it notes. English teaching geology, Bible things. To do, buy school books, get new suitcase. Wedding presents. No. Hello, namaste. How are you? Oh, looks like she was on her way to let's see. Be with the rep, after school teaching. Copy Passport Volunteer Center. Yeah, 1987. She was on her way out to India, from what it looks like. Oh. Do I? I do. 22 weeks pregnant! Yay! Okay. Now we gotta go back up. Yep. Come on, Edith, faster. There we go. Good job. You would have made Gregory proud.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
Oh. And there's some more of the missing posters as well. From Milton. Down. Yeah, I don't want to go
When
down.
my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go.
And we're up to Dawn now. Oh, never mind. Hold
I'm
on.
sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Oh, they're growing their own herbs. Legal ones, not, yeah. Mint, thyme, sage, and basil. Basil. I think
The
we're
house
at...
had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
Oh, nope, we're not at the top yet. Got a little ways to go. And a door that's not sealed? Interesting. Oh,
For a
it was a
while,
schoolroom.
things were good. Almost normal.
Lewis rules. Analyze objectively. Never stop learning, assume nothing, respect criticism. Okay. Reading is a hoot. I gotta admit that. And that should say grape job, if I remember my stickers from elementary school correctly.
But it didn't last.
And Odin Finch. Little display of them. Presentation of living things. That's good information to know, just in general, for anyone. And the scientific method. Experiment, data conclusion. Good, good, good. All good things. Teach and learn. And she wrote a book. Fun. But she brought religion to school. Dun dun dun. Whoa!
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
She gave him a castle. Sealed room. Milton, who doesn't have a date
After
of death
Milton
yet.
disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Aha. Aha, Mom. Defeated you. You thought you had the play of the game, but it was I, Sombra. Nice little model. So it looks like he was a, I like this room. Swan room, yeah. He's a good artist, and I like the airship here. That's awesome. Only 8 cannons, though. I mean, if you're gonna get into an air battle, is 8 cannons enough? You know, 4 for each side. And it doesn't even have a front cannon. Milton, 0 out of 10 for you. And, okay. Again, Edith with that upper body strength. Whew. That's impressive. lot of art here. Milton with his crown. So he literally had a castle built.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Oh, it's a flip book. It's a flip book inside of a flip book. He stepped into his art and walked away. Huh.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Interesting. Walked into his art. Went away. Okay.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Which is why now I have to crawl through windows.
Whatever
Thanks,
Milton
Mom.
had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Whatever he found in the house. Well, I mean, besides these upper rooms here, we still have the attic in the house proper to get into.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself.
I'm guessing this is Lewis's little,
After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
And there's a boat. There's a literal boat in here. Huh. Let's take a peek inside. He died in 2010.
Everyone always told me to stay out of Lewis's room. Except Lewis.
I like the nautical theme. Is that an Irish flag? No, it's not. I don't know. So we'll see. And there's a weed. I see the weeds. Oh, Lewis. You are on the pot. Yeah, that week was, yeah. Well, I do, Nightclaw. You know, I just don't make a big deal out of it, you know. I like how he has a little spotlight here, too. That's cool. You know, Mom, you did a poor job of sealing these places. They're so easily to get into.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Edith, are you saying that you've tasted the devil's lettuce? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Where am I going? No, I don't want to leave. No! I didn't even hit a button. Get back in there. Okay. So he had an Xbox. Or, I'm sorry, a Wonderland Turbo machine. As we know, the best. And you don't melt a candle over your VHS player. That's just... Yeah, he's got a high school diploma, though.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Oh, so it's like me when I play Borderlands. Cool. And what we got there? Theodore's Quality Cigars. And he just left a lot of weed up here, too. And he melted candles all over his microwave that he kept by the head of his bed. Always a good place to have, you know, microwave radiation. The back of your head. And locker contents from the cannery, it looks like. Interesting. Institute of Psychology.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Oh, hold on. Yep.
He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew
This
part of
game,
himself.
this game really wants me to kill a lot of things.
In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to...
Get. What did my mind begin to? Yep, get. My mind began to...
wander.
Oh, there we go. Oh, I'm a little tiny man. I'm a wizard. I think.
I asked
Or
him to
Moses.
describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about.
That's the way out.
Then something moved.
Oh, this is harder than it looks like. I'm trying to do fish
and toads
and play a little mini game at the same time.
and things that have not names.
Oh, my dreams are getting sketchy.
He knew it was all in his head.
Ah, my fish are building up.
He took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself.
How do I get across? Aha! More fish? Yep.
But he found something more.
I found my way into Mordor? Oh, missed. There we go.
I worried about him then.
I worry about me now.
Daydreaming at the cannery.
He's gonna end up cutting his hand off.
His boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused.
Oh man, I'm killing a lot of fish here.
Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him.
Okay.
It seemed very promising at first.
It's taken up more and more of his life.
He told me he'd made a new friend.
Friend doggo. Oh.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia.
Well, the bridge decapitated
He
the
built
fish.
The city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
So he's living more and more in his dream? Where he's very popular?
And songs for them to play.
Or he was literally high as a kite.
He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something.
I think this is because he slept next to the microwave. Get out of my way, peasants.
Every day his imagination grew stronger.
Yeah, it's taking up more and more of my screen.
He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him.
Something. What?
That all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination.
So he came to a realization.
He could do whatever he wished.
Started lucid dreaming, apparently?
He held an election for mayor. And he won.
Wow.
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering.
Well, I just became mayor,
It
and now I
became a
left?
game for him.
Okay.
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville.
New Louisville. Perfect. Yeah, he's on some pretty dank stuff here.
St. Louis.
St. Louis, haha.
He started drifting away from our reality.
Yeah, because this reality is pretty kick-ass.
Minneapolis. Until one day he
Minneapolis.
forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on.
I got more places to conquer, Mom. Leave me alone.
In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a...
You know what? Beautiful prince.
Beautiful prince.
We're going to Louisburg, apparently.
The
Oh,
prince
hold
was
on.
on his own quest for...
Sinister serpents.
Sinister serpents.
Ah! I apparently slayed it. Haha. Feel the might of my ship.
He followed the sound of his...
Electric sitar. Has to be.
Electric sitar.
Well, the weed's really kicking in now, man.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon.
Okay.
Even then, his logic remained sound.
Oh, it's my whole screen now. The fish are just disappearing.
The world was all in his imagination.
Oh, they're piling up. Oh, man.
But he was so proud
Come on.
of having created it.
I can't get in.
In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
An emperor? Sultan? The Burger King?
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Louis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
Oh, he just retreated right into his mind. Ooh.
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me.
The choices you make during that part changes who you follow and their colors. Oh.
It was hard to argue with him.
And he's back in the real world. Okay. Alright. So, yeah, we are now 2 hours and 36 minutes into What Remains of Edith Finch. Thank you for joining me here today on this 4th of July for our bonus stream. And I want to thank Nightclaw for joining us today. He is one of the developers for this game, and he's available in chat. So if you have any questions about the game that you'd like answered, and if he's able to, he will provide you some answers. So thank you for joining me today.
Began to forget the world we know.
He's going to step on right into fantasy again, probably. That's a lot of fish. Again.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
So am I walking up to him as Lewis the Emperor?
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Hey, Lewis. Oh.
I still thought I could save him. Even
Oh.
after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
Did he kill himself by jumping out of a building?
The palace would be packed with his companions.
They're all faceless. And there's a giant cat here. I approve. I approve of this delusion so much.
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on inviting him.
Like, I know it's tragic, his story is very tragic, but... And it's Molly, too. She's the cat. Yeah. That makes sense. He got Molly high.
His prince waited, holding his crown.
I'm coming, Prince. There's no run in this game.
There was only one thing left to do.
There's only one thing to do. Oh no. Oh no. 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 Come on.
Bend down his head.
Oh. He put his head into the... Oh, man. Oh, man.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Oh. Well, developers, you got me again.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Wow. Whew. Okay. His illness just took over his life. Just retreated into a world where he was everything. Oh, man. All the feels. All the feels are activating. You can even tell Edith is feeling it too.
Funeral, my mom told me to start packing.
Yeah, we're getting towards the end of the
She
story
waited
here.
until the day before we left to tell Edie.
Let's back down.
I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
And I think, what do we have? One more level above this? We still have a few more people that we need to go see. And here's all the missings. Yeah, she really wanted to find Milton. Oh, packing peanuts! That's what those were downstairs.
But I understand why we left.
You know, from almost 3 hours ago. They were packing peanuts that I saw downstairs. I don't know what it was before. The drawings.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
I can see that. All of her books. Actually, hold on. Let's see if there's anything here to look at. Happy 90th birthday. Doesn't appear to be anything in there to play around with.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time.
What happened that
Maybe
night?
I should have come sooner.
What happened? Because your family is just tragedy after tragedy there, Edith. And it looks like you had the highest part of the house.
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Edith, if you killed your mom, I'm going to be very disappointed in you. This is her room. And she has a jellyfish. So she's automatically cool. Right. And she was into Norse folkenbücher, which I'm guessing is Norse folklore? And what looks like Middle Earth, but it's probably not. Is that Icelandia? I think. Pictures. Some fat paper mache people. And Edith. Oh, you fit pretty well in that bed for, being not a child anymore. And I guess here's the tale.
The last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Alright, looks like I'm gonna probably be doing some eavesdropping. Or finding a present.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles.
That's why
when
all
my
those
mom
candles
said
were
the
around.
library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
Secret entrance to the library. Oh wow, it's a lot bigger than I thought it was.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house.
Bigger. And someone was sleeping in here too.
Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
I don't think Grandma's gonna like that too much. Mysteries of the death in the afterlife. The house is the fluid of people? The night you were born. Sparrow again. And I know I see the book there. I just want to take a look. See if there's anything else. So someone was sleeping in here, definitely. And the history of the Finches.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out.
I bet I'm going to the old
It
house.
was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it.
And what are we going to find there, Edie?
When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
How'd you lose your way? You're walking straight at it.
I got turned around.
Isn't there like a big red light on it? Isn't that why they put the big red light on it?
For a while, I wondered.
So, you know, like boats and stuff don't hit it?
I started seeing things.
The deer that killed Sam. Perfect.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends.
Bed.
That night, a lot of things came back to me.
And where
Maybe
are we?
I came back to
Oh,
them.
the house. Okay. Open that.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go!
Mine!
I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car and I never saw Great Grandma Edie again.
I'm not really liking her mom.
Next morning,
To be
the van
completely
came
honest with you guys.
She was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot.
Trying to run from your history. Can't do it, can you, Dawn?
We both tried to make the best of it.
Rolling with the homies.
A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while.
And then she got sick again.
And then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive.
Oh, man.
Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this.
Start with the
If we
truth.
lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
Okay.
This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it.
Oh, don't take after your mom.
And tell you all these stories myself.
Oh, good. Okay.
But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
I'm being born, and... Oh, don't die in childbirth. Come on.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Oh, oh my. Uh, so, I'm not crying, you're crying. Uh, so that was What Remains of Edith Finch. Yeah, that was fantastic. I cannot recommend this high enough. It's I'm speechless, and I'm rarely speechless when it comes to games. This was fantastically done, fantastically written and designed. I want to thank Nightclaw for joining us. He's one of the developers that worked on this game, and we should be seeing his name popping up here on there. I'll let you decide if you want me to point you out there, Nightclaw, and I'll show people there. But yeah, it was fantastic. Right now it is $10 on Steam, so you can pick it up. It's well worth it. Well worth it. The story was absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So yep, and you're about to see Nightclaw in, I'm guessing, a picture of your childhood if everything sticks the same. And we'll just let everything play through because every one of these people deserve to be recognized. And yeah, highly recommended. 10 out of 10 with this game. Just fantastic. Heart-wrenching is one of the words I'd have to say. Extremely heart-wrenching in a lot of parts. Whew. And there he is, character artist, Dan Valvo. So him and the doggo. So thank you, Dan, for joining us today. It was an honor and a pleasure having you here and getting a lot of the fun facts from you. You did a fantastic job. And I'm going to go with the next question from Z-Chick, because I know that it's going to be asked. What was the name of the dog? Ah. Dylan. Very awesome, very awesome. Yeah, so, I mean, we completed this. It's just under 3 hours. So it is not a long gameplay, but, I mean, if you have $10 to spare, pick it up. Absolutely pick it up. I don't know if you're at liberty to say, what we might expect next out of you, Dan. If you can't say what your next project is, so that we can keep an eye out for when it does come out, that's absolutely fine. Completely understandable. Just so we can keep an eye out on what's coming through the pipeline. Yeah, look at this. I like how they use kids' photos, all their photos of when they were growing up. It just adds that little bit. You have all the playtesters too. Fantastic. Ah, gotcha. And you got special thanks there. Scarred for life too. Yeah, that's a Trick or Treat, Smell My Feet, the movie. The Finch team. And there's the giant sparrow. And the end. Wow, just bravo. And you can play it right from the beginning again. So you can replay individual stories out of them if you wanted to. Oh, that's cool. Although with Puma, the production I also work with Outer Wilds from Mobius Games coming out soon. So yeah, definitely everyone keep Outer Wilds on your list to keep a lookout for, and you'll see more stuff by Dan out there. Hey, thank you, Z-Chick, and thank you everyone for joining me today on the 4th of July. Special, huge thanks to Dan Valvo, developer on What Remains of Edith Finch. If you like what you saw here today, give the channel a follow. You might like some of the other games I play. I stream usually Thursday through Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, and tomorrow I am starting my final part of my Borderlands 3 game run with the pre-sequel. And then I'm going to be moving on to another indie game known as Fear Equation. Don't know if you ever heard of it, but it's going to be a blast when we get to it. So, thank you all for joining me. I love doing this for you guys. Go enjoy the rest of your 4th of July if you're celebrating it, or if not, go celebrate the rest of your 4th. Have an absolutely fantastic day, everyone. Thank you again.